what's up, Rockets? I'm Aaliyah Pacheco, and this is J Rocket TV. Our top story: on September 4th, they held an unveiling ceremony for a banner dedicated to fallen Rocket Bryce Wisdom. For more on this, we have J Rocket TV's Edwin Rivera-Mundo.
Bryce Wisdom played football at Judson until he was diagnosed with Wilms tumor in March of 2019. After going through 19 weeks of chemotherapy, he finally got to ring the bell at Methodist Children's Hospital, a ritual for cancer patients who have completed chemotherapy. Doctors soon discovered that the cancer had spread to other parts of his body. Sadly, Bryce died on the night of July 26th after giving his mother one last smile. When Judson graduate Jesus Duran heard about Bryce, he contacted Principal Hernandez and asked if they could make a banner to commemorate Bryce's life.
You know, Judson has lost a lot of kids, and Bryce made a huge impact on the nation and the city of Converse. So it was only right to do something to remember him forever and for him to live on throughout these walls.
On Friday, September 4th, Judson's staff, friends, and family of Bryce Wisdom gathered at Judson to unveil the banner and commemorate his life and impact on the community.
We are a community of one. When one hurts, all hurt. And I think this past year was demonstrative of this. We all took up the cause of making sure that Bryce lives on, that his efforts will not be forgotten, and today's going to be a monument to that. The second thing that I love about my community is this. A couple of months ago, I had one of our former students call me up and say, "Hey, Hernandez, me and a buddy of mine want to make a banner for Bryce." And where is he? Jesus Duran called me up and said, "Yeah." I thought, okay, we're gonna have a banner, maybe some, 2x3, some we can hang in the gym, and then all of a sudden I get something that big. I had the idea of putting it up in the gym, and then Mr. Tom Walker said, "Nah, this is Judson. We're gonna do this big." And that's what I love about my community, the fact that this is Judson, and we're expected to do things in a big way.
The banner is currently proudly displayed in front of Judson High School. However, Principal Hernandez stated that it will be moved to a more permanent location at the Rutledge Stadium during homecoming. As Bryce went through his fight, he taught the community not to take anything for granted. His smile reminded us all to enjoy every day of our lives, and that when little things happen, we can get through it. Bryce not only won the Judson community, but the city of San Antonio. With his spirit and determination, he showed us all how to live.
In tech news, Xbox and PlayStation has released both of their next-generation console prices, specs, and release dates. The Xbox Series X will retail for $500, and the Xbox Series S will be $300, while the PlayStation 5 being $500, and the digital edition be $400. The Xbox Series comes with an 8-core at 3.8 GHz, 1TB storage, and a performance quality of 4K at 60 FPS while up to 120 FPS, while the PlayStation 5 has an 8-core at 3.5 GHz, 125GB storage, and performance quality of 4K. The PlayStation 5 will have backwards compatibility, meaning that PS4 games can be played on the PS5 and the next generation PlayStation VR. Microsoft has said that the Xbox Series X will be the fastest, most powerful game console ever, promising 4 times the power of the Xbox One X. The release date for the Series X will be November 10th, 2020, with the pre-orders being September 22nd, 2020, and the PlayStation 5 will be released November 12th, 2020. And now for a movie review, here's Alfred Fabrow.
Hey Rockets, I hope you guys are having a good day. Me, well, I saw New Mutants. New Mutants is about 5 teenage mutants who undergo treatment at a secret institution that will cure them of their dangerous powers. Invited by Dr. Cecilia Reyes to share their stories, their memories soon turn into terrifying realities as they start to question why they're being held and who's trying to destroy them. Well, yeah, this was disappointing, sadly to say. This is the first collaboration between Fox's Marvel and Disney's Marvel. Before I get into negatives, I'll give you a couple positives. First, I think Maisie Williams gave the best performance, which isn't saying much, but she gave the best performance. A lot of the ideas surrounding this is very interesting. I thought the premise of this was interesting. It's just the execution wasn't the best. Weirdly enough, I thought the backstories of each of the characters seemed to be a more interesting movie than the actual movie we got. So yes, that's all the positives for me. It's weird because all the positives aren't even a part of the movie. But the biggest takeaway for me when it comes to this movie is that it was very forgettable, honestly. Like, usually I remember all of our superpowered protagonists' names, but I don't remember any of these guys' names. I just know the actors. And another massive flaw was the dialogue. Like, just they did the best with what they had, because all of them are good actors, but it wasn't enough. And even then too, I think some of them, like, they kind of gave up in the middle of filming. Just the way they wrote these characters was not great. So yeah, this is gonna go up there on the list with Captain Marvel, Thor 2, and X-Men 3 for not being up to par for a Marvel movie, and even like being up to par for just regular movie standards. So this movie is a 3 out of 10.
And now for this week's Word on the Street and this week's question. What would you do if you won a $1 million jackpot in the lottery?
If I won $1 million, I would buy food, clothes, and house items.
Honestly, I'd probably just save that money for like a very long time. I wouldn't spend it.
I'd buy my parents their dream house and their dream car.
If I had $1 million, I'd buy every pair of fives, Jordans. I'd buy my mama a Cadillac. I'd buy her a mansion. I'd buy her another new car. And I'll just buy my family a whole bunch of stuff. That's about it.
I'd start living the good life. I donate a lot to charity and try to help out my family.
If I won $1 million jackpot in the lottery, I would spend it on an HTC VR Valve Index with finger tracking, and I'd get full body tracking.
I would travel and save money for a house.
If I won $1 million, I would probably spend it on whatever I wanted or give some to my family and possibly give some to charity.
If I won the lottery, I'm about to get a house. I'm moving. I'm buying music equipment.
I would probably pay off my parents' house and also my grandparents' house. And then buy my dream home and my dream car. And then I would buy so many clothes and so many shoes.
I'm buying me. I would buy a Tesla.
If I won $1 million, I would get the best recording studio in Texas. 100%.
And an i8 and a BMW. And
what I would do with $1 million is spend it on all my family and go on a big vacation.
Yeah, just stuff like that. Just something, nothing big. I mean, the house, yeah, it'll be big, but it's just $1 million. You can do a lot, but you can't do a lot, you know.
If I won the jackpot, I will buy J Rocket TV.
Sold.
And that's about all the time we have for today, Rockets. I'm Aaliyah Pacheco, and this has been J Rocket TV. To see more of our broadcasts and other content, make sure to subscribe to our channel at www.youtube.com/JRocketTV.